Welcome friends. Today our chapter is D1 Logical Data Recovery in chapter 4th Hard Disk Internal Parts. What is inside the hard disk and how it basically work. This is your first chapter about the hard disk, fourth chapter about the hard disk internal parts. Hard disk from inside Seagate ST 3100. We will see 3100 and others hard disk also, USB hard disk also, latest hard disk also. So you can see the hard disk, there is a PCB and this is another model, body, case and everything is here. Same model PCB, there is different type of PCB. Hard disk PCB chip identify, there is a memory MCU, old IC, here also same ROM, buffer IC, MCU, controller and USB controller, and this is your motor IC. Same controller here and here, both are the same, but this is the latest hard PCB, old PCB. What is the work of MCU? MCU is microcontroller which control all the device, input, output and all those functions. It is doing the MCU. Buffer memory is a cache memory which temporarily store the data. Depend on the size, it will be stored memory. So this is a cache memory. We can say the cache memory or buffer memory also. VCM controller, that is a motor controller IC which control the motor and control the power supplies. That is always heating. This IC will be heat up due to the power management. And flash is a ROM where we have the firmware part 1 in this PCB. Shock sensor, in some hard disks you will see white color of the resistor type. This is a shock sensor. When any shock come, it will stop the head to move and go to the parking area. This is obviously does. TVS diode, in some old desktop hard disk there is a protection diode are there, that is a TVS, transient voltage suppression diode. One is a 5 watt and one is for the 12 watt. This is one side ground and one side the main voltage is there. If any suppression come, this will burn and it will make a circuit short. TVS diode. When we remove the PCB, inside there is a breath hole which breath air filter from outside to inside with the temperature, with the filtering. Here is a motor contact 3 and head contact. When we remove the PCB, it will be backside. You will see the head contacts, motor contacts and breath hole. Next, you can see the motor and head contacts is a breath hole. Breath hole make equalize pressure inside and outside the HDA. When we open the top cover, before the top cover there is a packing, rubber packing, which protect the outside air directly to go inside. If there is no rubber, then the air will not, the dust will go inside. So here is also the packing. When you open the first time, it will be very jam, so you have to release it slowly. So this is your rubber packing from top cover. After removing top cover, some hard disk you will found like this desktop, and this is your USB small hard disk. Small hard disk and this. This here is a dumper. You can see the dumper in surveillance hard disk and some hard disk you will find the dumpers. HSA, head stuck assembly. Top magnet, head connect. Here also head connector, top and bottom magnet. We remove the top magnet, so it is showing like this. Without top magnet, voice coil, arm, and here is a parking area, and this is the parking area. In the older hard disk, new hard disk, the parking come on outside. This is the difference. This is parking zone. This is a plater without dumper. This is a for filter. Here is also recirculation filter. Here also filter. This is small hard disk, latest 4 TB hard disk. This is 1 TB old hard disk, desktop hard disk. So these are the precautions. Next, there is a dumper in the desktop hard disk. Laptop hard disk there is no dumper. So in some hard disk we will found the to reduce the air fluctuation and acoustic noise. Head HSA, head stuck assembly. This is your head stuck assembly. Okay, here is your head, small head is here. You can see the head here, very small head. Inside this is two head connected without any parking zone, so it is showing like this. Recirculation filter, which filter the air circulation, where the air come from here to here. If any dust found, occur, it will stop here, and here it will the filtered air will go from here, like that. Top magnet, bottom magnet, there is two magnet, top and bottom. Voice coil is there, one is HSA stopper and another stopper, two stopper to move from head from here to here only, that is voice coil. Voice coil, from voice coil motor to our VCM, voice coil motor is there. Is this a bearing? You can see the bearing here, HGA arm which put the head here, voice coil, bearing and head contacts. HSA has a precious bearing to make a movement nice and smooth. The biggest part of HSA miled from the piece of aluminum called the arm, head gimbal assembly HGA attached to the arm, and it is connected with the flexible cable. These are the flexible cable. You can see the flexible cable which is connected with the head contacts, and these head contacts go to the PCB. Voice coil is there. The voice coil backside, the current is coming from the preamplifier IC. This coil is coming from here to here. Head contact with the gasket. See, here is also the rubber, and here is a contact which these signals go here to preamplifier IC. This is your head contact. Arm, okay, arm, HDA, this is your HDA, okay. If it is outside parking, this notch will be there, and if it is inside parking, then notch will not be there. Arm. Now what is a slider? This is very small slider, and here is a head. You can see the slider here, and a small head is here. The slider is also here, which slide, and head are here to read and write, the head, magnetic head. You can see the small head through the microscope. We can see the big head like this. It has different pins. Here also different pins. Okay. Now the preamplifier has a different connections. 1 head, 2 head, 3 head. All connections are there. How many head depend on that the pins are connected. The contacts for one head is are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 for read, 2 for write, like that. Head movement and all those things. Why the preamplifier inside the HDA is the simple. Signal from head are very weak, and on the modern hard disk have more than 1 GHz frequency. If take preamplifier out of HDA, such a weak signal wouldn't survive. They will disappear on the way to PCB. For that they have put the preamplifier inside. Why the 6 head? That 6 head are due to signals and 2 RX. This is dumper. After removing dumper, the plater will see like this. Whole platers will be see. Top plater, plater clamps, and second plater, third plater. 3 platers are there. After removing head, we will remove the plater. This is top plater clamp, top. After removing plater, the plater is we can remove with the help of tools. There, after first plater remover, the spacer ringer are there. Then second plater. This is spacer ringer, and after removing all plater, the breath hole inside there will be big breath hole. This is a breath hole. This is another 1 TB WD hard disk. Last we see Seagate. This is WD hard disk. WD hard disk, same model, same PCB. Head contact, MCU, memory, motor contacts like that. SATA, PATA. Here is also the seal. Here is a seal, HSA, top plater, top magnet, head connectors, top cover, all those things are here. Air filter is like this. Different type of air filters are there. HSA limiter. See, top plater. Here is also parking ramp. You can see the head here, small head. You can see the head very small here. You can see here is a head. Head contacts. Okay, head contacts, parking ramp. You can see the head sliders. It is a head sliders are here. You can see here. This is a preamplifier inside ICs. This is another 4 TB USB. Sorry. This is top. This is bottom photos. This is a PCB backside photos, and after opening the cover, it will be look like this. Here is also head contacts and ribbons are there, and it gives the signals here. This is your head. This is your dust problems are on the plater. Thank you. This is the introduction about the hard disk internal parts. Just for informations, what are the inside parts. Then after this you just clear the question answer. We will give you one question paper. You have to solve these questions, and if you have doubts you can again watch the videos and understand. Okay.